The Sikorsky S55 and Whirlwind saw extensive operational flying right at the start of their service in both Fleet Air Arm and Royal Air Force hands during Operation Firedog in Malaya in the early 1950s. They were used for troop transport and as a platform from which SAS teams parachuted into remote jungle locations. They subsequently supported the British nuclear tests in the Pacific and saw active service in Borneo during the Indonesian confrontation in the early 1960s, in Cyprus in 1974, and extensively in the search and rescue role. The Whirlwind was at the forefront of several important developments, notably being the first British helicopter developed for anti-submarine operations with the Royal Navy, and also leading the crucial development of search and rescue operations with the Fleet Air Arm and the Royal Air Force. In the anti-submarine role, Whirlwinds could either carry a dipping sonar or a torpedo, but not both together, so hunter-killer teams were developed to utilise the capability most effectively. Over 400 Whirlwinds were built, almost a quarter of them going to export customers such as the French Navy. Whiskey Victor 198 is a US-built Sikorsky S55, unlike the majority of British Whirlwinds, which were built under licence by Westland in the UK. Known as an HAR21 variant, it was delivered to the Fleet Air Arm in late 1952, before being almost immediately embarked in HMS Perseus for transport for the Far East to participate in Operation Firedog with 848 Naval Air Squadron. Here it ditched in a paddy field following a failure of its Pratt & Whitney Wasp engine in May 1955, but it was quickly recovered and returned to operational service. Whiskey Victor 198 was returned to the UK in 1957 and flew for another 16 months before becoming a ground instructional airframe. It then moved and changed hands several times, including leaving Royal Navy ownership in 1977, before being acquired by the Solway Aviation Museum in 1992.